with the video game segment. Let's start off with Mario Kart. Mario Kart 8 just released its new DLC, and we got Brendan running down some of the features.
Yeah. It's been one of those things that they pre-sold the DLC a while back after the big success of Mario
One
Kart
of those
8, which
subscription
helped.
packages type things.
Yep. And if you got both bundles, and you could get or whatever, you could get a little discount and some extra stuff, whatever. So we got that.
Mm-hmm.
And it finally came out Friday maybe.
So you had the weekend with it. How did it do?
Yeah. It was good. Like honestly, we're pretty much like I've played through all the content that it gave, so it's not a huge thing, but it was good, solid stuff that you expected. Like, there's not a drop in quality. You got some extra nice courses in the two new cups. So you get two new cups. You get a Hyrule Cup and I think it's a Yoshi Cup. And
So you
the
got a Hyrule Cup. Did you get a Link kart driver?
Yes, you got Link, and he is my new favorite kart driver, and he also gets a motorcycle, the Master Cycle, which looks kind of like a horse. He comes with a new set of wheels. He comes with a new parachute thing, and that combination honestly works really well. I like it. It's got great control and everything. It almost made the game easy until you put it onto the top level stuff, in which case then you got a little bit of challenge. So that was still good. They did a nice thing that the last.
So they kind of released like an overpowered car.
It wasn't like super overpowered, but it was definitely very well balanced. Or at least for my playstyle. Like I played with some of the other characters and some of the other new karts, because they also released an F-Zero kart, which was cool. You think, hey, F-Zero, that's already a racing game, and it's a little bit more complicated of one to use. It's still good, but it's like a complicated playstyle to drift with that one, for instance. And Mario's a little different, so they weren't as overpowered. But I don't know. Maybe they did intentionally make Link too overpowered because he's so popular right now. I don't know, but it's fun. I really did like that in the Hyrule level, they added some nice touches. Like one, it looks amazing. Like they put plenty of detail into that level, into a lot of the other levels. It looks amazing. They didn't slack on this because it's DLC. They also added a nice touch of, at Hyrule Castle, the coins are all rupees instead of coins like they are for everywhere else.
Right.
And they look nice. They're nice looking rupees and everything. They had other little touches like that. So that was nice. It's a lot of fun.
So is it worth the $10 to $15 it would be as its own
standalone? It's only I think it's like $7.
Oh, okay, so it's even cheaper.
Yeah, like $7 and $12 for the 2 packs that they have. So yeah, it's not bad. So I would say it's definitely worth it. I got to play online with it too, and it looks like a lot of people have it because I was able to get into games that were using the new DLC, and that was a lot of fun to get a little extra stuff after we've played through all the other courses so many times. Like it has great replay value with the other courses, but at this point, a few months later, you wanted just like some more courses to play, especially online with, so that it wasn't just the same courses that everyone keeps picking. Now you have some more things to vary it up with. Like now you get Hyrule, now you get the F-Zero stage, or actually, to be honest, my favorite stage, you might like this, Brian, is the Excite Bike stage.
Excite Bike? Do you get to create your own stage?
If you don't get to create... you don't.
Oh, nope, it's done.
But it is a very fun course with lots of jumps.
It doesn't matter. It does not matter if you cannot create your own course with the big jumps and then the littler jumps and the hills. If you can't do that and then do the wheelie and then you have the sand and you got to go to the top. I loved Excite Bike, just so you know.
That's gonna be for the next Excite Bike, Brian.
Okay, well then that's fine. That's fine. So this is just whetting the appetite for your Excite Bike. Okay.
That might be what they're doing. They might be getting ready for that. Or they might be getting ready for new F-Zero. I don't know, because they had F-Zero in there. They had Excite Bike in there. They had, I don't know, a Yoshi course in there. They had a bunch of cool stuff. So,
so it's worth the pickup. If you've already got the game, go ahead and get it. And you know what? Hit us up. Let us know if you have in comments down below. Brendan is taking all challengers on. What do they need to give the Nintendo gamer tag or whatever, and you'll play them?
Yeah. Man, you can hit me up. You can be on my friend tag because so many. it's hard to find people around me because I only have like 3 friends. Be my friend. We'll
Okay.
play.
Yeah.
We'll set up a tournament.
You can direct message us. You don't have to just throw it in the comments. Of course, at wordsmyface@gmail, wordsmyface on Twitter, Google Plus. Hit us up. Brennan is taking all challengers, any and all challengers, right now, and in the
They're of course
future.
gonna lose because when I play with Link, it's just gonna be perfect all the way through. But it's all right. It's all right. We'll have fun.
And if you just spank them, you can come on the show and let us know.
Yeah, I mean, if you get 7 blue shells in a row and a bullets, then you might win. You might win.
Well, let's move it on to the next video game subject, and I just kind of wanted to talk about how I found it very interesting. They just released statistics for Destiny recently, saying that 1 in 4 people were downloading this digitally. And that's across all systems. So it's very interesting. That's very telling because Destiny, I want to say, was the big game of the next generation, of the PS4, of the 360, Xbox One. So it's really showing us what's going to start happening with video games in the future. We're no longer relegated to having to go to a store, which is going to hurt retail outlets, but I don't think it'll hurt them that much that they'll go away. But we're just seeing a wave of the future. Now, with the old generation, the Xbox 360s, if you had a 120 gigabyte hard drive, you were like, oh my god, that's such a huge hard drive for the thing. And then you realized that after a year, you were out of space.
Mm-hmm.
I believe the new systems are coming out with about 500 gigs on there. So now the games are getting bigger, granted, but it's just I think it's a really telling thing for the future.
They're also allowing you easier to just use whatever expansion hard drive. Like I know the Wii U does it. I'm pretty sure the PS4 allows you to just plug in an external hard drive, and you're good to go.
Like what I did with the 360 when I ran out of space, I went into Micro Center, which is a computer store around here. I bought a 32 gigabyte flash drive and plugged that in, and boom, I just expanded it by 32 gigs. Had I realized that before, well, now I got it with the bundle, so I would have gotten the 120 gigabyte one. But like those 120 gigabyte hard drives were retailing by themselves for like $100. So yeah, that was kind of a rip. But I just think it's really cool. And then there's also other features, like me and Brennan were talking about it before the show. They have these pre-download features.
Yes.
You can download a game before the game comes out. Now, usually what they
Which I think all the next-gen systems are doing now. Like I know.
I'm not sure if PlayStation 3 is doing that or Xbox 360.
Yeah, I'm saying the next-gen. PS4.
Oh yeah, the next gen, yeah, PS4 and Xbox One, yeah, they're definitely doing it.
And the Wii is doing
what that
it now.
does is that allows you to download a game about 3-4 days before it comes out, so it's already downloaded on your hard drive. Now it does have some sort of lock on it so that you cannot start playing it before 12 o'clock the night of the release or the morning of the release. But it's a lot better than, and this is something I did a couple times. I work Tuesday through Saturday, so if a game came out, they always came out on Tuesdays. I work retail hours. I can only go to the store. I can't go to the store and get the game, so the only way I could get it and play it for that first week would be to sit out at the midnight release. Now, it's really cool that they can do that. If you have a GameStop near you, that they do that with every major release. Awesome thing, but I would end up not getting home until like 1:30, and then I couldn't play that game that night. I would have to go to bed. But, because I'm an old man and I do go to sleep.
And if there's any updates to do, that's now is becoming more common to have, like, immediate need for updates for some reason, but then now you're delayed and delayed and delayed, and you're not really playing.
Yeah, so I do like this wave of the future now. One thing does concern me about this. What are you going to do if like your system dies? But there's probably a way to transfer your hard drive from one system to another. So
there is. There's also usually well, at least what I know what PlayStation and Nintendo have, or Sony and Nintendo have been doing, and I thought Xbox or Microsoft was doing it too. It's the games are tied to your account, so so if you have a corrupt drive or something, you can always re-download it. You might lose the save data, but that's what you have now anyway, because nothing's saving on the games anymore and hasn't for decades. So.
So, but hey, at least you don't lose the game. that's
yeah, and I think probably if they're not already doing it, they might be doing it for like the PS4 or something like that. But if they're not already doing it, you can see pretty soon they're probably going to have save data backed up to online too and things like that. So.
Yeah, and save data is something that I don't mind being on like a cloud or something. I really don't care if it's on a cloud because it's not really personal. If somebody steals my save data, oh wow, I
Man,
wouldn't want
man,
to
you
put
put some
like
personal
personal
stuff in that
things.
save data. Depends on the game, man. Depends on the game. You put your whole
I wouldn't
life
put
into
too
into
personal
I don't
things
know.
on there.
You put your whole life into I don't know, Elder Scrolls 6, 7. You told it everything about you.
Like if somebody went in there and totally screwed up my save, I would be bitter. I would be really bitter. Like we sold off all your best weapons that you took 100 hours to get. Why you? Yeah, that would really infuriate me. But let us know what you think about the trend of downloading games onto your system. Do you like it? Do you dislike it? Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? Hit us up, comments down below. Of course, at What's My Face on Twitter, Where's My Face at gmail.com, Google Plus, Facebook. Always good ways of getting a hold of us. And let's talk about the last video game story of the night, and that is GTA 5 is actually coming out on PS4 and Xbox One. I want to say within the next week, and they're letting you know that there's actually going to be a new feature available for these games at
Well, there
release, and
better
that
be.
is
This is what, a year later to get it
yeah.
on a new
Well, I
system.
mean,
So
they waited. The systems weren't out last year at this time, so they decided to wait. Hey, let's really do a good job, really revamp the graphics for the new systems and make it worth you getting it on the next gen. So I don't hate on them for doing that. But what they're doing is they're adding in a first-person mode, so you can run around in third person like the normal GTA is, which is fine. But if you're like me, you would love to run around in first person. That would just make it so much more immersive, and I think that you just control everything a lot better.
I don't know. I don't think I would care, to be honest. Or actually, I will. If the game was already designed for third person, I'd rather keep it that way. And it seems like you're turning into a different kind of game. Like
No, it's the
on the
same game. Same game. Now Skyrim has a first person and a third person.
Yeah, but
Which
so
way
did
would you play?
Oblivion, and it didn't work well. Or what was it? The first time they tried to do it with
Morrowind.
Fallout, they tried to do both, and it
Yeah.
just wasn't designed for both.
No, but I
And
have
it
friends
took a
that
while
only
to get.
played. I had friends that only played Skyrim in third person. They never liked
Yeah,
the
they
first
they
person, and it
improved it for
worked just
Skyrim,
fine.
but it takes some time to get. I don't know. I just it's just not like Skyrim was also built with that in mind.
Yeah,
GTA
and
5 was not built with first person in mind. The game was already
but
out without it.
they could rebuild it with that in mind. I mean, every time these games come out, like I want to say GTA 4, a lot of the GTA 3s that came, especially San Andreas, that came out on PC, there was always a mod released for first person view. And lots of people absolutely love that. And what they're doing is they're just taking, okay, this is what the gamer community wants. We have a little bit of extra time. Let's put it in. And I think they're going to do it the right way. I think it's going to be a really cool feature to the game. Now, again, I don't mind the third-person view. That's kind of what I'm used to with GTA. But the first-person, I would just love it, especially some of the fight sequences, to really be able to get in there and do my FPS mode. That'd be awesome. And the multiplayer, I think that'll really improve the multiplayer, which a lot of people really, really love with GTA 5.
You know what I would really like. I'm not really on board the first person unless and they're not doing it yet, but until and unless they get it with something like the virtual reality modules. Like if you have a first person, obviously you need first person with Project Morpheus or with Oculus Rift, then I'm really interested.
Well, and
That would
this
be
might be paving the way. So, hey, when those things really are finally ready to release, oh, well, okay, Rockstar thought ahead. It's easily transitioned into playing with that on there, and that would make that game even cooler. Now, I'm on the fence about some of this VR stuff, but it's not ready yet, so we'll see how it goes. But let us know what you think. Are you down with the first-person view? Are you not so much of a fan? Hit us up, comments down below. Of course, at What's My Face on Twitter. Where's My Face at gmail.com. Google Plus and Facebook. Always good ways of getting a hold of us.